Hello and welcome. It is the 11th day of August 2019. My name is Derek. This is the Money Charts channel, where, like always, all bets, trades of the like within each's own risk and their own reward. So, from this, whether you want to call it the April 1st breakout, or from this bottom, or from this bottom, the Bitcoin price has had a very good run up towards this 13,000 plus dollar high, and it's had a few times hit amongst this support level, which of course wasn't resistance. Neither was 63. There was very little resistance here. Just a little bit of consolidation. And now price action is above the 18 average of highs, but it's still within this larger sideways consolidation. But if it's able on the short term, now that we've had a down day yesterday of minus 4.85%, which means that if it gets above this level here, it probably should end up, of course, taking out that level of resistance. On the short term within that, we can see 3 hour leaving, of course, this Fibonacci point we congested very heavily amongst. Having this decent red candle down move of 3.75%, and now just really going sideways for the most part ever since that move, and more of it there, well above this low and noticeably below this. So we're looking at about I would think about a 55% retracement from where we stand amongst the highs and the lows. This one here. So just hanging in there sideways. Not much to report until it either breaks down below the support or breaks out above resistance. Quick look on the alts, and they all pretty much have the same time frame. At least the ones I got on this list here. 3 hour chart. We got Bitcoin Cash doing this, and what we'll just see with a lot of them is that they're showing very similar patterns. Was going down and have had a decent, but barely a decent size move up. There's Dash doing that. DGB, a little bit similar. Some nice volatility, but this has gotten its ass kicked as well. 81 up to 97 and then back down again. In reference, of course, to its very nice volatility. Ethereum Classic, what was up with this move in here? There was a large buy. So in the spot here, if you have your buy order in, you got a good play in. But with a lot of these coins, it has been just like I said, going down a lot against Bitcoin during the rally. Ethereum Classic, it has been going down consistently since the decline has started. That's like, well, basically 2018. A little bit of this failed breakout here in April as it managed to get up to the 15 handle. It's lost like three times its value since then. And we take a look at it from this high. This has went from 3,600, losing about 7. Overall, it didn't lose as bad, I would say, from like here down to here, in compared to a lot of the other markets. I mean, Neo's down 30 times as we look at it on the daily chart here. On the single hour term, like a lot of these other ones, having its move since this is, yes, 2 days ago in the afternoon. And amongst such, Bitcoin dominance is looking something like this. Of course, this correctionary move is very small so far. As even here, it's not hitting the 18 average, hasn't came back to where it came from just its last time, and it is overextended. How much more overextended it's going to get? Could go more. Keyword is one of those coulds, and to how much of a degree is it going to go up? And as I've stated before, I believe there's going to be a significant decline on here. But as far as that move's concerned, maybe this does go up to like 85 and then pulls back to 70. Or maybe this pull goes up to 75 and goes down to 32. The one thing that cryptos do contain is extreme volatility. Here's Tron. I'm going to first show it in its normal price. Now I'm going to multiply it by 100 million to get it into Satoshi, just for a better log scale. And we'll just remove this. And 183 Satoshi. This up top was 835, even about 1,000. So about 5x decline or so. But the moves that it can have in just a quick period of time. It's been just a few months for the year, and this has lost like 75% of its value. But its value against Bitcoin, when we look at this against the US dollar, it's just been, well, mainly going sideways. 4.3 cents here, 2 cents now. Back in here, it was 1.2 cents. We had like 9.6 in here. Was it 18? Part of the big volatility this game has. And amongst trading, that's what it is, a game. And games will have scores, and scores can be your Bitcoin value, your Bitcoin ownership, how much you're worth in whatever fiat currency. You can actually do things with your points of the score compared to other games like Super Mario Brothers and many others, where they'll give you a score, but nothing you really can do with that number. In the game of crypto trading, there's a lot you can do with your numbers in this case. So Ripple against Bitcoin, it's at levels not seen since it was breaking out on the December 12th, 2017 candle. If we look at this against the dollar, it's just really hanging in there at 30 cents. It's really hasn't done much over the last little while in here. And I think it might be better if I just take a look at this going with like Poloniex or Bittrex just so I can show the previous data. Because when these things can go, they can go from, and then we just take a look at it from how it was before. This was a spot where in 2015 this made a high of 2.6 cents. It fell to like a third of one, or for 7x decline maybe, and then doing nothing for basically all of 2015. Well, the top up happened in December of 14. So all of 15, all of 16, and into 17, with price action looking like that. And then it went. So it had a move, got up to the quarter, then it got up to three and a third, and now it's at 30 cents. Since this high, which occurred January 2018, I guess we'll just take a few days off, whatever it is, for a year. So we got all of 2018 minus about a few days, and 2019. Well, we're in August, so 7 months completed. That's like 19 months, could be more, of just doing this, sort of like what it was doing here. But it just goes to show you when these things can like, have a huge move. Well, it's just that huge move. And therefore, thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.